Yeah, okay. So, hello everyone, good morning and good evening. So, let's start today's session. One second. Okay. Yeah, we have finished in the last class the online shopping application, right? Okay, so we have deployed and just done. And so now we are going to discuss another project that is called a profile management project. Yeah, let me talk about it. So, profile profile management project. So what exactly the profile management project is? It's here you can maintain your profile. It means you can maintain your resume, kind of like your biodata you can maintain there. It's like your photo, your education, your experiences. Okay, your project experience and everything you can just maintain here. It's like a portfolio. And also you can do some kind of post. You can do some posts on anything, any technology or something. You can post it, you can like the post, or you can comment the post. Okay, and you can see any other's profile. Okay, like it's kind of social networking kind of application. Okay, so here the name of the application, not profile management. Name of application is Angular Social. Okay, so that is BrainScart and this is Angular Social. Okay, so this is Angular Social. So I just show you the design of it, but not complete front end. Front end I'm still doing it. So back end is completely done. So I have a documentation for that. I just open it. Yeah, this one. So Angular Social is a main stack application. Same, this like online shopping application. This is also main stack. But yeah, I know. This is React Social. Yeah, of course. In my React batch, it's named as React Social. In Angular batch, it is Angular Social. Okay. Of course, this diagram is React Social, but we have to make it in Angular. Okay. But for both Angular or React, backend is same. Okay. So backend is MongoDB, Express, and Node. So that is gonna be MERN stack, MERN. This is gonna be main stack. So front end also exactly looks same as it is. In place of social, I mean React Social, we get Angular Social, but hardly same look and feel. Okay, this is a home page. So here we have a lot of uh, uh, we have a lot of routers and a lot of different technologies we have to use here. Let me talk about them. So here client side regular Angular, NGRX, and Bootstrap we're going to use, and this is as big as the online shopping application. Okay, this also take more than 1 week to develop the whole setup, whole application. Okay, and we're going to deploy this online. Okay, and so client side we use this Angular, NGRX, and Bootstrap, and server side we use just regular Node, Express, and MongoDB. And this is the folder structure, the same folder structure as with online shopping application, but only thing is name is Angular Social. Client side configuration, you can create the application. These are the modules. So three modules will be there: users, posts, and profiles. So users means for login information, registration, we use this. Profiles means like you can maintain the profile, right? You can create a profile, you can add experience, you can add education and all this profiles. And post means you can do a new post, you can like it and you can comment it. And someone's post you can like it, someone post you can comment again. Like it's kind of in YouTube, you have a comment section, right, where you can comment for someone else comment and you reply to the existing comment like that. Okay, and three modules, no payments and all. Okay, so this one, yeah, this is three modules you can create, and every module will contain this thing very regular as per the previous projects. And yeah, module contains user module contains these things. Post module, I think profile is not listed out. uh, I'll make it. Okay, So server configuration, we use Express and MongoDB, and these modules we are using. Okay, and this is the command to install. And if you come to the REST API configuration, user router, which contains register a user with these fields, login, and get the particular user information. Okay, and profile router contains multiple routings, like around 8 routings is there here. User router around three routings, three URLs, and profile router contains around 8. Yeah, first get a single profile, get your own profile, the person who log in, so they can see their own profile. That is this one. And create or update profile. Actually, we can make two different URLs for create and updates. Okay, so this is for create a profile with these many fields, and update also we'll write. And get a profile of a user. If you want to get the profile of a particular user, also you can access by providing the user ID, and this is the path. And delete profile, post, and user. If you want to delete the existing profile and users, it is something wrong. One second, I have to do some changes, man. Don't worry, forget about the PDF. I have a Word document, I can modify that. Okay, somewhere something wrong, no? Okay, registration done, login, okay. Get user information, just say slash user, router slash profile slash me, no fields. Create profile, that's fine. So we actually need one more. So copy. So this is just to create a profile. Let's make another one. This is 3. This is to update a profile. So same thing, but here is post and it is put request, same setup. And yeah, this is fourth one. Get a profile of a user. You need to provide the user ID. Okay, and delete a profile, user and post. So it will be actually it like this slash API slash uh, profile slash API slash profile. You can just delete that using the user ID. Okay, just say mm, user slash colon user underscore ID. You can provide the user ID to delete anything. Yeah, it's gonna be the 5. And okay, so this is 6. Update experience, you can add your own experience by title, title, company, location, and all this. Next, you can delete the existing experience, you can add a new one, 7th one. And also you can add education, and you can delete the education. Okay, and these are all fine, I guess. Yep. Okay, education. Okay, fine. So like nine routes. And post router, you can create a post like this. You can create a new post using these things, and you can get all the posts, okay, of everyone. And you can get a post with a post ID, single post you wanna get, and you want to delete a post, and you want to like a post and dislike a post, and create a comment. You can reply to the post, right? So create a comment for a post, and you can delete your own comment. Your own comment you can delete. So only you can delete your own comment. Okay, someone else comment you can't delete. Okay, so like full of authentication check. And yeah, this is database configuration. So Angular social 02 Angular evening batch, 3 tables, users, posts, and profiles. So user table contain these fields, profile table contains, because the complete profile management, so mostly the profile table is the biggest one, and all the tables are connected. Okay, all 3 tables are connected because profile belongs to a particular user, and post also belongs to a particular user. Okay, so everywhere user is connected. Here also user, here also user. And yeah, as of now this is the backend setup. Okay, fine. So let's start with the backend setup, and then we'll move on to front end once we test the whole backend part. So first of all, what I do is, uh, okay. So what I do is, the one thing is completely full. Okay. So D drive workspace, Angular evening. Um, okay, it's already made. Yeah, let's make a new folder for Angular, Angular Social, Angular Social. Okay, so let me copy this. Here we need one client folder. We'll create a client folder later. So as of now, just copy. I go here. I'll just file, open, paste. Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. So same kind of folder structure because we have a server inside client folder contain the client like Angular code and all. Okay. So first let's focus on a server part. So first of all, I create one package.json, open terminal. So CLS. So everything from scratch. Okay. So npm init hyphen hyphen yes, enter. Okay, done. And let's create all the packages. So what all the packages required is, so these packages required. So pgrip.js for password encryption, cards for cross browser, .env for environment variables, express server creation, express validated for server form validation, gravatar to get the image URL, JSON web token for authentication, mongoose for database, axios for getting server. Actually this is incorporate with the GitHub user search. Okay, so it means in the profile management application, for particular user there is an option for GitHub username. So based on GitHub username it will also fetch your GitHub profile. It will link to, see, your experience, education will be there, whatever the data you entered. Along with that, your YouTube URL, your Twitter, Facebook, all are interlinked. Okay, and even your GitHub profile also linked here. Okay, so that is the one. So let's copy this. So I go here, I'll paste it and okay. Now, I create one file that is for server.js, and along with I create a folder structure. One is for router. Okay. Uh, one is for router. Yeah. One more thing. Actually, the folders, right? The folders are regular folders. I am not getting a proper uh, you know you're not getting a proper icons for the folder, right? Previously I used to get some icons, right? Now I'm not getting because I upgrade to 2020 version. If you want to get some nice folder icons, okay, you need to install one small package. You can go to file, settings. I didn't see this. Okay, file settings, and go to plugins. In that you can search for something called uh, material icons. Yeah, this one, atom material icons. This one, atom material icons. So just click on installer, accept. So if you install this, okay, just click on install and okay, apply. Okay, yeah, see, automatically the file folders, colors, and everything got changed. Okay, so that's the one. Just click on file and see here also everything got changed. Okay, fine. Now, okay, server.js. Net is unstable. One second. One second. One second. I'm getting a call. Yeah, okay, fine. So um, okay, so server.js, and this server.js, what we do, okay, we install the packages, right? Yeah, so let's make a basic setup. Before that, okay, let's create a folder structure. I need to create a folder for models, database models, and router, and we need one folder for middlewares, and I need a folder for env.env. I can just make a folder called env. In that, I create a file called .env. Just ignore the extension. Okay, so that's fine. Yep. So let's make the things here. I need a host name. Host name. So 127.0.0.1. Actually, host name not required, because if you are going to deploy to online, this host name is not required. Let's only take the port number. Okay, I think now it's fine. I don't know, man. Why you keep disconnecting? Okay, okay. So let's take the MongoDB URL. Let's take MongoDB underscore local underscore URL is equal to MongoDB // 127.0.0.1 colon 27017 slash we have a database that is come on, yeah, this is database name. Okay, this is database name, social angular evening, fine. And if you want to write a JSON web token authentication, so JWT secret key. Okay, fine. Now let's start with server. So constant express is equal to require express. Next, constant app is equal to express, and constant dot env is equal to required dot env. Next, constant I need costs is equal to require costs, and constant mongoose is equal to require mongoose. Anything else? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's make configure cards. So app dot use cards. Next, so configure express for form data, that is app dot use express dot express dot json, that's fine. And so configure dot env, so x app dot not app dot env dot config. You need to provide the path of it, so path will be dot slash env folder slash dot env. Okay, so don't confuse, env is the folder, dot env is the file name. Okay, so next okay, so port number and all will come from there. So let's say constant port number is equal to, so process dot env dot port number or 5000. Okay, so once you deploy, it will take dynamic port number, otherwise 5000. I'm not mentioning the host name because it local, it will take by default 127.0.0.1. Okay, because while deploying, you have to remove anyway. So I just remove from now itself. Next, let's say configure MongoDB. So mongoose dot connect to process dot env dot this one again stuck. Is it? Oh, on and off. Okay, okay, fine. Uh, do one thing. I'll connect to my mobile data. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, fine. I guess now it's fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So let me disconnect my LAN. Okay. Fine. So connect mongoose.connect. So dot then dot catch. Okay. So dot then you have a function and dot catch you have a function. Okay. So you have to write some more props options. So use uni unified topology true and use URL parser true, use find and modify false, use create index true. Okay, so then you get the response here, and let's say console dot log of connected to MongoDB successfully. And if there is any error in doing the connection, so I'll just make console dot error of error, and also let me stop the process. So process dot exit of one. Okay, so done with this, and let's make for dummy request. So app.get slash. So I'm not getting any hint. Let me enable the express here. I think go to language and framework, JavaScript libraries, express, apply. Okay, yeah. So slash this empty request. Let's make here request response. I'll make response dot send the response like in a HTML format. Let's say H2 or H3. What I'm doing H2 tag Let's say welcome to Angular. Welcome to Angular Social App Backend. Okay, that's fine. Let's say app.listen to the port number, only this port number, no host name. You can make a function directly. Okay, so let's say console.log of uh, Express server is started at the port number. So let's make the port number only port number. That's fine. Okay, and yeah, so we are done with the basic Express.js server creation. So let's go to package.json. In package.json, actually, you can write some scripts. You can write some scripts to run both. Okay. You can write a start script, or else I can run both client and server together in future. So let me write the scripts as well to run both client and server. Actually, we were doing client separate terminal, server separate terminal, right? So instead, we can use some one module is there, that is something called concurrently. Concurrently, one module is there. This concurrently runs both client and server together. Okay. So to do that, we have to install this package in the dev dependency only for development purpose. We need this. So you can install with -d option for dev dependency in local. So let me do that step. See, the only dependencies are there. There is nothing called dev dependency. So you can go here. Let's say npm install a -d dev dependency concurrently. Concurrently. So with this package, we can make both server and client can run together. So I need that now. Okay. Yeah, here I write the start script. This is server.js. Okay, start script mostly work with the deployed server. So I use node space server.js. Okay, so start script obviously always start with the, I mean, the deployed Heroku server. Along with that, when I start in my local, I'll say server command. So, so actual command will be node mon. So node mon space server.js. Okay. So start script, how you do npm start. Okay, this is the default existing one. Server is the name we given. So okay, if you given the name yourself server, you can run it with like this npm run server. If you say npm run server, this server script will execute. For start also you can say npm run start, but start is the default command in the package.json to start a server. So without run also it will work. Okay, so predefined command. If it is customized command name, you can just write npm run and the command name. So server is my customized, so npm run server I do. Okay, next. I need one more client. So client how to run is generally how you run the client. You can say npm start. Okay, and I say hyphen prefix client. Okay, so npm start is a command to run the client Angular, right? So, but I'm gonna keep the client folder here. In the client folder, I have Angular application. So npm start going to client. So it's saying that go to client folder and run the npm start. Okay, so this is the command to run the server. This is the command to run the client. We want to run both. So let's say dev. Dev means nothing but the complete development application, the whole environment. I want to run both together. I want to run this one and this one. So how to run is So concurrently, the package, the dev dependency concurrently, how you make these two is you can do backward slash semicolon, sorry, backward slash double quotes, backward slash double quotes. So in this you say npm run server, okay, and then space backward slash and then backward slash like this. So inside you say npm run client. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is for this one, these two for this one, and double quotes close. So if you write this, you can just hit the command npm run dev, both will start. If you want to start individually, npm run server, npm run client. If you want to run the whole application in the Heroku level, npm start. Okay, so these are the scripts we have to use. Okay, so let me run. Only server is there now, and that too I want to restart every time automatically. So let me use the server command. So I can just write npm run server. Yeah, it is starting with nodemon server.js and started. Express server started. MongoDB also connected successfully. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And so now let's focus on the routing. So before I start with routing, let me create, why can't you create the models and middleware? Okay, let me write a middleware. I create one JavaScript, something called authenticate. Okay, so here, mm, I can just say authenticate means you have to use JWT and all, right? So constant JWT is equal to require JSON web token. Yeah, I use a different authentication. So previously we were using, I think, bit complex code of authentication. If you can see the BrainScud application server side middleware authenticator. So which was using some complex code, right? Split with the comma and all. Instead of doing this entire story, we can write a straightforward logic. So what is that? Is here. So constant authenticate is equal to, okay, one function. So every middleware takes three parameters. One is request and one is response and one is next function. So next function means it acts as a middleware, and any request which sent to the private route, it will pass through this one. If it is successfully verify the token, it will call a next function. So see, in the last you can find the next function. So it will carry forward to the router. Okay, before carry forward to router, it will verify the token. So this code I can simplify a little bit. Yeah, so I say let token is equal to request object dot headers request dot request dot header. In that I have to get something called x auth token. I need to get a header with a name called x auth token, and from there also you send it. Actually last time what we send is authorization, bearer, and the token we used to send last time. Authorization is a key, bearer space the token. Instead I can just provide X auth token and directly token I can provide. This can be anything. You can make any name. Okay. So I'll just check if there is no token. If token is not available, there is nothing named with this. So what you do is return response dot status respond dot status of 401 unauthorized dot json. I make so the message stating that no token, no token, something called authentication denied. Okay, the no token provided, so authentication was denied. Okay, so let's make some try catch. Okay, here let me get the token. If there is a token, I need to get data from there. Okay, so once token, see, if no token, it will come out from this. throwing the error. That's it. If token is available, then come to the next line because I did return statement, right? Yeah. So let's decode the token. Decoded value is equal to JWT dot verify the token. So how I verify the token is you need to provide the secret key. So verify the token and also the secret key, that is process.env dot secret key, and also the callback function. Okay, I think decoded. Uh, then you get the decoded value here only, na? Okay, fine. Then just simply just say jw.verify. In this you get what? In this you get the error and decoded value, decoded token value. Okay, if there is any error, just throw the error. Okay, so decoded value. So decoded value contains the payload generally like this. But I can also do like this now. I can get the payload and this way. Yeah, you can do anyway. Um, you get the decoded value and this decoded value I want to, yeah, generally what is the payload? Payload, payload how you keep, you can make an object in that user with the ID of the user, some blah blah blah, and also name of the user. This is what I'm going to make while creating the token. So while verifying also you get the user objects that I keep in a request. So request dot user is equal to decoded dot user. So once you decoded the token, you get the user object from there that I'm putting it back to the request objects. Okay. And then if it is successful, I can call the next function directly if it is done successful. Okay. Or else you can do it. Problem is I can do inside or outside. Uh, 1 second. I got it out. I think, yeah. 1 second. Middleware authenticate. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You have to get the token directly. Okay. So no callback. You can just get the token straight away. Cut it. And I don't need anything like this. You can just verify the token like this. So let's decoded value. Just verify it and you get it. And let's make request.user is equal decoded.user and just call a next function. Okay, fine. So if there is any error, I'll just send the response back and stating that it's an invalid token. Okay, this is the simplest code when compared to this one. No, this one. Okay, just check in the header. This is there or not? Header only, na? Yeah, in the header you check token is there. This key is there or not. If key is not there, you get nothing. If it is there, decode it using JSON.verify, get the payload and put in the request and click on send next. Okay, that's it. Now let's say module dot exports is equal to authenticate. Module dot exports is equal to authenticate. Okay, that's fine. That is your middleware uh, to verify the token. And let's focus on models, database models. So let's create new. There are few models are there. Three tables are there: users, profile, and post. So let's create a user table. So JavaScript capital user. Generally, models will take capital, starts with capital. So let's say constant mongoose is equal to require mongoose, and yeah, so constant user schema is equal to mongoose. Let's I think new mongoose dot schema. You have to provide the fields. So what fields are there here? Name, email, password is admin avatar created. Okay, so name will be type string and required is true. Okay, so name, email, password, avatar is admin is boolean. Uh, okay, that's fine. And let's make you can also do like this is admin. You don't need the required field. Okay, and you can just set default value is false. Even if you miss the field also it will take default value as false. Okay, and also created date is gonna be the date, and it's not
Hello.
required one.
This created now, instead of writing one created column, you
Huh.
can write an object of timestamp, so it will automatically maintain created at and updated at.
Timestamp where date dot anything.
No, you don't have to mention this. You have to just, after the this defining the schema,
Huh.
after that curly bracket, you have to give a comma and give an object of timestamp equal to timestamp of true. Just that. So it will automatically generate two fields, created at and updated at. And whenever you update the field, it will just change the updated date.
Okay, where can I find that syntax?
Syntax in Mongo, there only express only you can.
Expressa.
Uh,
It is mongoose na.
Mongoose, you have to just mention timestamp.
Okay, one second, I'll go to Google. Hmm. Okay, so timestamps created it. You can make like this. Hmm. Do you have a straightforward code? Yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one. Is this current time at the floor date at now by 100? You can do like this, or one second. I go to schema types.
It will just put this timestamp equal to true. It will automatically create the fields.
This one where we have to
Yeah,
make.
at the end of the schema,
Here, comma.
comma. Just timestamp
Okay,
true.
I got it. Times true. Okay, then this is not required, right? I think something wrong. Okay, this whole thing is not required. This is right?
Yeah, this is.
Okay, fine. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. Let's see it works. So yeah, next, just say constant user is equal to mongoose.model and to provide the user as a table and user schema, right? And just say module dot exports is equal to user. Okay, done. So this is about user table, and let's make it for another table. The profile table is a large table, so let's make it. So new JavaScript, the profile. Okay, so let's say constant mongoose is equal to require mongoose. Okay, and then constant profile schema is equal to new mongoose dot schema. Okay, in this, you need to provide an object. Yeah, what fields are there? First thing is user. So user will be the I want to maintain. See, in the profile table, I want to maintain a field name with the user, which supposed to get the user ID from this. Anyway, user table contain user ID, right? So that ID I want to make it here. So how I make is actually mongoose, sorry, user with the type, no. Okay, in the objects type mongoose dot schema dot types dot object ID. Okay, comma reference to the user table. So refers to the users table. Okay, you get the users tables user ID because I want to maintain a profile for a particular user. So I have to give a connection, that is this one. Okay, comma along with that the remaining fields as usual, company, website, location, status. So company, let's make type normal string, required true. Company, website. Actually, not all are not required. Actually, you can remove them. I can do one thing. I don't need required for all because some fields you can left over and some fields you can enter also. So I can just remove the required keyword because some people will not enter the things. So yeah, website, location, status, skills, location, status. Status means your designation. Okay, I can take designation. Then I have to modify here. Skills and biography and your GitHub username you have to provide. So GitHub capital username and also your experience. Yeah, this is fine. And along with this, we have let's delete all this. Okay, so up to here, company name, website, location, designation, skills, and biography and GitHub username. That's fine. And also skills is going to be an array actually. Okay, skills is going to be an array of strings. Let me take an array of strings. Okay, like multiple elements I want to keep it array of strings. Next, I want to maintain the experience. Multiple experiences you can keep. Okay, not one. So experience is an array in that each experience contains a field which contains title, company, location, from, to. Okay, copy this. So title you have to mention title. Yeah, you have to make this required is true. Actually, we can make all are required. Yeah, title, company, location, company, location, from, date. You can make a string format. To actually not required because current company you never mentioned to date, no. So to is not required, and there is a field called current. So if it is a current company, then current will be true or false. Okay, this will be boolean, and uh, you wanna keep it true. Okay, that's fine. Description extra is description, something like job description. So description, I'll take this as string, and it is true. Yep, fine. So these things, so title, company, location, and all. Yeah, that's fine. This is for experience, and I also make for education. So you can make a collection of education as an array. So multiple education, schools, and all. So there also school, degree, field of study. school, degree, field of study. Okay, and from to current description, same, no? From to current description copy. Yeah, here I'll make from to current description. From to current description, that's fine. Let's also make comma. One more is social. Social is an object. So social links like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter links required. So I guess I can make it from here. So they're all just optional fields. You want to provide, you can provide. So Facebook URL, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, uh, LinkedIn, mm, Instagram. That's okay. That's fine. These things. Okay. And you wish you can make all are required. Only two is as it is. Okay. Let's make required for all because I need the things. Okay. So skills also at least one skill is required. Okay. Let's say required. Okay, fine. So this is the profile data. Yeah, you can maintain your own personal information, its experiences, education, and your social links. Okay, so let's say let's also make a timestamp. I guess this is the one. Copy. So profile, I'll make a paste it. Okay. So now let's make the same setup like a model creation. Yeah, I'll paste it. So this is profile model, and this is profile, and this will be profile schema. Okay, and export profile. Okay, done. So this is about profile creation. So let's make one more is there, post table. So you can maintain the likes, dislikes and all. So I need one. So new JavaScripts. So let's say post. Okay, so constant mongoose is equal to require mongoose. And let's say constant post schema is equal to new mongoose dot schema. New mongoose dot schema. I make what? So user required. So who is the user is going to post your data? So user connection required. So user just like a profile. I need to make this here. So who is the user connected with the users table? Along with that, the text name avatar. So text, what is the text you made in the post? So type will be string, and yeah, of course, I write required key is true. Okay, so text and what is the name of the person and what is the image of the person, image URL of the person. Okay, for post I want to display the a small icon with the image and the name also, the person who has done the post. So I need to maintain that. So name and avatar. And also for likes, so likes I just maintain the array of who are all the users. So one person can like only one post. I mean, one post can be like only one time. You can't do just keep on clicking on the like button to increase the like. Okay, only one time. So I just maintain the likes of a user. So I'm using the user data there. Okay, so just maintain a user information for like, and also for comments, an array. So comments I need to maintain multiple things. So I need to maintain the user. Who is the user who has commented? User who is commented. Along with that, I need to maintain the text name and avatar. So the person profile picture and I want to display. So text the name and avatar. And also, see, post text is different. You can post something, and comment text also different for commenting. Okay, multiple comments for one post. Along with that, I need to have a date. So date I can maintain for specific. So type date. Let's say the required, not required. Let's say default is date dot now. Okay, so when the comment has made, I just want to maintain the dates. And for the whole application, I mean the full table, I want to maintain the timestamp. So you can just copy this and let's make the timestamp here. Okay, done. So the same way you have to export it. So let's go here and copy, go to posts and paste it. This is gonna be the comment. So this is also sorry, it's a poster. Post, 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 and this is poster schema. Okay, done. So three tables are connected. So comments also user, like also user, post also user, profile also have a user connectivity, and the actual user table is here. Okay, all are interlinked. That's fine about model creation, and I guess that's fine. Let's move on to the routers. So in router, I need multiple three routers actually. One is user router, profile router, and each table one router. Okay. So user router. So let's create in the router new JavaScript. Just say user router. Okay. So let's say constant express is equal to require express, and constant router is equal to express dot capital router. Okay. And you can make the default path. First of all, module dot exports is equal to router. Okay. So let's make the routings now. First of all, I just make a default setup for all. So copy the user router. I paste it for profile router, and I'll paste it for post router. Post router. Yeah, user router, profile router, post router. And let me configure them first in a server.js. Let me do the router configuration. Just say app.use. Let's say slash API slash users. Okay, I'll make the this will be require dot slash, I think dot slash router slash user router. Okay, so the same way I'll make for slash profiles slash profiles. So I'll make here is a profile router, and APS slash post. This will be the post router. Okay, so router configuration is done. So let's focus on a user router. So let's make the default routings. So user router is this setup. Register a user. So usage, register a user. So let's say the path will be this one. APS slash users slash register. I think it is users. Okay. Next to what? Actually, you can do with some annotation. It usage, because while do the documentation, so this will be highlighted. Okay. So it path. Okay. And fields. What are the fields? Fields name is required, email is required, and password is required. And method will be post request, and access will be public. Anybody can register. Okay, so that's fine, I guess. Yep. So let's make router dot post, yeah, path already slash API is made, slash users also made. So slash register. Okay, so let's make the handler. So here request and response. Okay, that's fine. You can make async. I'm going to use async await. So try catch. Okay, fine. So so let's make a default response for this, and we can make a we can make the testing also. Yeah, we will not make a complete workspace now because too many routers are there. Let's make one by one and then we'll test it. Okay, that's better actually. So let's make one by one and test. Yeah, so first of all, okay, at least for user purpose, I'll make it here. And let's say response. Only user router will make it and will test it. Then focus on profile router and test it. And then post router and test it. Okay, so response dot JSON, just dummy response. Message is register a user. Okay, fine. And the same setup, I copy, paste it. This is for login a user. So this is login. You just need to provide email and password. Is a post request public. Yeah, just say login, and I guess it will be users slash login. Yeah, done. This is for login a user. Okay, that's fine. What's the problem? You want status? That's fine, man. Okay, so this is fine. And one more router is there. Get specific user information. Actually, yes, I understood. We made a mistake in the last project. What is that is we store user information in the local storage. Yeah, it's a kind of security breach because people can see the users information and admin and all he can manage. So that's why we will get every time the user information based on token. We only store the token information there. Okay, so token he cannot manipulate because once he manipulate the token he can't able to access server only. Okay, fine. And only token we store local, and remaining everything we'll get from server. Okay, so for that I need one more router. Copy. So this is get user information. User information. This is slash users. That's fine. Nothing, no fields. Yeah, it's gonna be the get request, and it must be a private request. You must have to be authenticated. You must have to be logged in to get the user information. Okay, so this is normal slash. So response dot get user information. Okay, fine. So we made the default responses, and let me create a workspace for the whole setup. Yeah, I just open a Insomnia. Okay, so I create a new workspace freshly. Create new workspace. Yeah, this is the first project, profile management. First time I'm doing for Angular. Okay, and evening 6 p.m. batch also profile management. First project for React. Okay, I mean first version. Okay, so what is workspace? Let's say Angular social. Angular social create. Oh, actually, you have to make something other batch name. That's fine. So here I want to create a separate folders because I'm going to make multiple routes for user and profile. So let's make create a folder, new folder for users. I create a folder for profile, profile router, profiles, and one more posts. Okay, three separate folders. Let's focus on users. I create a request. So register a user is going to be the post request and create path. Path will be http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 5000 slash API slash users slash register. Click on send. Yeah, register user done. Let me duplicate this. So login a user. Yeah, for login user, let's make just login. Click on send. Yeah, login user. Let me duplicate this. This is get user information, and this is gonna be the get request. Path will be just users send 404 API slash users. Mm, oh, sorry, it's a get request. Get uh, that's fine. And async is a private request, right? Anyway, we don't have a token, so let's keep it as it is. We have to make it while writing. We have to make it private. Okay, so I'll just send it now. Yeah, get user. That's fine. So three things. Dummy response is done, and let's create a user and all, and we'll focus now. Meanwhile, let's open database. It'll take some time to open. Yeah. So let's focus on registration. Registration. So let me delete this. Yeah, for registration, you get the name, email, and password. So you have to validate that. So let's say constant something is equal to require express validator, right? So here you have to get two things. One is body and validation results. Okay, and yep. So let's say here you can make an array in that body. Okay, one second. You have to make a comma for. Okay, so body of name dot not empty dot with message. The proper validation we do at client side, but this is just for safer side. Okay, so name is required. Name is required. I guess it is started. Okay, so as of now, nothing will be there because it has to come uh, while you create things. Okay, so name is required, comma, one more. This is for email. So email is required, and this is password. This is password is required. Okay, that's fine. Three fields. And if you get some any errors, so you can just make let errors is equal to validation results of request object, and you will check that if not errors dot is empty. Okay, if errors is not empty, it contains the errors, so you have to throw the you have to just return back. Okay, if contains an empty field, so return, it must contain the statement. Okay, come out from the loop. So return response dot status, respond the status of 401 unauthorized to register, let's say 400 JSON 400 bad requests. Okay. Mm, here you have to make what errors with errors dot array. Oh, it must be an object stored. Got it. Okay, fine. So once it is done, it'll come inside if no errors. So let me get the form data is equal to request dot body, and here actually I have configured to receive the form data. Yeah, configured to receive form data, so you can access the form data now. So user router. So what you receive is name, email, and password. So three things you receive from the client. So you have to check a lot of things. You have to check the email with the exist or not. If already person with the same email ID exists or not. Check if user exists. So what you do is let me import the user table. So constant user is equal to require dot slash models slash user.js. Okay, and now I'll do is let's say let's user is equal to await user table dot find one provided with an email ID with the provided email. Okay, if already the user exists, if already the user exists, I return this come out from the loop. So response dot status respond the status of 401 unauthorized not authorized to create dot json. So let's make a message. You can make the same format errors. Let's take an array, uh, an object with message user already exists. Okay, fine. Next, yeah, if this is surpass, so if user not exists, you have to create a user. So before I create, I need to have some more fields. Password I have to encrypt and author URL I need. So encrypt the password. I need constant bcrypt is equal to require bcrypt js and the constant gravatar is equal to require gravatar. So here um, encrypt the password. So let salt is equal to await bcrypt dot gen. I think gen. Oh, bcrypt is not enabled. Go to settings, libraries, enable bcrypt. Apply. Okay. Yeah. So gen salt 10 rounds. So let's. I can just say like this. Password is equal to await bcrypt dot hash the provided password and also the salt. You get the salted password, hashed password like this. Done. And then get avatar URL for avatar URL. So let's say gravatar dot URL. I have to provide the email with some options. Let's say S for size, some 300. R for rating, PG global rating, and D default MM. Okay, so this is fine, but at the store rights. So let's avatar is equal to like this. Okay, so we got all this, and is admin I already made as a default false value. So even if you don't provide, it will take the default value as false. Okay, I don't need to make it again false. Yeah, so that's fine. And store 2 db. So let's. I think user already there, right? User is equal to await. Okay, let's say new user provided with the form data. So first name is required, email is required, the password is required. I already stored with password. So it contains the hashed password and also the avatar. Is admin comes automatic, create and all comes automatic. Done. So once it is created, let's say user is equal to await user dot save to database. Anyway, I don't need to catch of the user. Let's just leave it. And the say response dot status will be 200 dot json. So I make the proper message stating that what status is okay. Registration is success. Okay, that's fine. What it is saying? Missing await for async function call. It is there now. Okay, let's ignore. Yeah, catch, you can just say console dot error of error. And also, um, let me get the data also, send the client. I can just say response dot status of 500 server error dot JSON. Let's make an object. Let's say errors with an array with that message. Let's say error dot message. But I don't know what is this for. Do you want to make a wait for this? Wait for response. I don't think so. Okay, okay, let's keep it. I'll wait for response. It is something new, huh? Okay, that's fine. Let me check for registration logic. Okay, yeah, it's done. So go here. So let's say register a user. I need to provide a form data. Let's make an object. So if I don't provide anything, just click on send. I got name is required, email required, password required. So let's say the name. I make my name, email, email, and the password goes to be something my name 123. Okay, so these three and click on send. Yeah, registration is success. So it seems data has been created. And what is our database name is in env. Yeah, this is the one, Angular Social 02 AGLR evening. Check it out. Refresh. Yeah, this one, Angular Social. You have users table, one record, my name, email ID, password, avatar. Created is admin false default. Yeah, yes, thanks, man. It's given the proper data now. So created date, update date also has come. So okay, super. New thing today. Okay, nice. Um, that's fine, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let me check one thing is how that you are getting the proper data or not. One second. It will come, man. No issue. Copy. This is my old email, na? Okay, that's fine. Okay, fine. So registration logic done. Let's make a login. So login regular. We have done multiple times. That's login. Can I do one thing? I just grab the whole setup or okay. Let me grab this body part for login. I will make an array. In that I'll check it for email and password. And how to catch the errors is like this. Copy. For login, you catch the errors like this. And here you see the form data. So let something is equal to request dot body. You get the form data. So here you will see what email and password. Okay, and errors you can make as it is. Copy this. Yeah, errors you make as it is. Okay, done. So here you have to check user is exists or not, and you have to create a token and all lot of things you have to do, and you have to verify the password back. Okay, so check user is exist. Okay, so let's user is equal to await am I missing? Yeah, await um user dot find one find one email with email. Okay, so if user is not exist, you can throw the error. Okay, how I throw the error is return respond dot status is going to be 401 unauthorized dot json. Let's make error like errors with an array in that an object message, um, invalid credentials. Okay, fine. Next, so I have to check the password as well. So let's make the comment. Okay, so let's say let is match is equal to await bcrypt dot bcrypt dot what compare user dot password. Oh, sorry, the password from the form and user dot password from database. Okay, so if is match, if not match the problem, so not is match. If it is not match, I'll send the same response back stating that invalid credentials. Okay, if it is match, then you can create a token and send it response. Yeah, how you create a token is let's payload is equal to an object in that user object with the ID is user.id and also the name will be user.name. This I wanna stuff in the pay token. So token how you create is JWT. I think I didn't import. Okay, so constant JWT is equal to require JSON web token. Okay, so let's make it here. Yeah, here's a JWT dot sign token. You have to provide the payload and also process dot env dot what was that JWT secret key. Okay, and comma one function that gives two things, error and token. If any error, just throw the error that can be catched by the catch block. Okay, and then token. So I had to send the token back. So response dot status of 200 dot JSON. Okay, so dot JSON provided with what? I just make the messages login success, and here I want to implement the nice alert system also for the application because I have to maintain a proper server messages because I have to catch it from the client, and also the token is the token. So earlier I send the user data also I store in the local. I'm not sending now. I only send the token. Okay, user specific I make separate outer. Okay, to get user data. Okay, that's fine. Login success done. Uh, so yeah. So let me check the login access. Go back here for login user. If I don't provide any data, you send it. You get the error. Email and password is required. Okay, let's say email. Some wrong email. Password is required. Some password. Okay, correct password. Send it. Invalid credential because email wrong. Some dummy password. Invalid. Send. Yeah, login success. You got token. That's fine. So one last thing is get user information is a private request, private route. So let's say authenticate. Let's import authenticate. Constant authenticate is equal to require dollar slash middleware slash authenticate.js. Okay, so I can just directly go to the authenticate. Yeah, So let me configure authentication here. So let's say authenticate. Okay, it will validate the token. Yep, here. So I have to get the form. I get the user data. So I can do like this. Let user is equal to await capital user dot find. I say find by ID. Yeah, find by ID. You have to get the user ID. I can get user ID from authenticates because in authenticate I kept the complete payload in user request.user. In that ID will be your payload. That is your where is that man? This one payload user contains ID, right? So I say request dot user dot ID. Okay, this way. You can also do something called dot select hyphen password. So what is this select is in the user details. I don't want to send password field to the client. Okay, you can skip the password field. So that is why select hyphen password. If you give hyphen, this will be skipped. This column will be skipped from the whole table. Okay, password. Actually, we don't need to store and display password anywhere. So not required. Okay, so now user I got. Okay, so I'll do just say response. Respond dot status of 200 dot JSON. Come on, JSON. I'll make a message, not message. Directly you send a user. I just say user is user like this. I think you have to make the await for there. Okay, so if there is any error, you can just make the same setup of it. Okay, that's fine. So how to check this out? How to check is you have to get the token. If you send a request, you get some token and copy this token. And here get user information. If I send it, no token provided, authentication denied. Okay, and which format you send the token is XAuth token. Okay, so go to headers. So XAuth token value, no bearer, nothing, just paste it. Okay, and I provide the header. Now when I just click on sender, see I got user information except password, name, email, avatar, everything is there. Password not come because I don't want to get the password at all from server. Okay, so that's fine. User data has come. Okay, so we have done successfully for user router. Okay, so tomorrow let's focus on a profile router and the next day user router. I think profile router takes a lot of time because too many things you have to like add address, education, delete profile, all the profiles, like too many things are there. Okay, fine. So let's stop today and let's continue the profile routing tomorrow. Okay, as of now what we did is we have already done for a previous example also, but I just want to make from scratch so that you can if I just do copy paste, you can't mostly understand because if you want to focus only on this project, then this video will helpful. Okay, so that way that's fine. Okay, so enough for today's class and let's meet tomorrow and we'll
Sir,
continue
I
with
have a
the
small query
huh.
regarding Angular.
Hmm,
I am displaying YouTube videos in an
hmm,
iframe
hmm,
or NGX YouTube player.
hmm,
But what it does that when I give the from the database the video ID
hmm,
on init, it doesn't takes. But
hmm.
if I straight away put ID in the HTML, it works.
On init what happened?
On init, I am calling the service and getting the data,
Hmm, hmm.
and from there I provide the
Huh.
ID. But it doesn't takes. But if I
Okay.
put manually the ID in the HTML, it works. So can I dynamically load that element on init?
You can
Like for
load
like
actually.
inner HTML,
Yeah, you can load that. You can load that.
because at the rendering it doesn't takes, it takes only the ID which is provided, but after on init it doesn't changes. So I can dynamically render the element on init.
Actually, you can do that on it. You can render, but okay. Can you check the DOM how it is getting changed? Is it really substituting there or not? You can just open the DOM structure and check that ID is getting placed or not.
Okay.
Then if not, we'll make some remedy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, enough for today's class, and let's meet tomorrow same time. Thank you.